Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got my April 2022 favorites for you today. So what I like to do in these videos is quickly mention my overall Friday favorites for the month. And then if you want more details and more swatches and whatever on those products, you can check back to the original Friday favorites. But then I've also got other things to share with you. So I have today a skincare favorite, a hair care, makeup thing, book favorites, and a fashion mention. So yeah, just some fun things. If you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, get ready with me's, reviews, empties, some fashion and home content sometimes. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we're chatting about April favorites, so let's get to it. So for overall Friday favorites, for eyes, been loving the whole using a liquid contour or liquid bronzer on the eyes just as a really easy eye look, and then you can top it with a bronzer or a shadow or whatever. So I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way in Honey. I love that. The CoverGirl True Blend Concealer in Caramel, right? Yes, Caramel. A couple of these LA Girl Pro Conceal in Espresso and Beautiful Bronze. Yeah, so love those. Using it even as a liner and then kind of, you know, playing with it in different ways. I have just been loving that. And then also the Milani Gilded Nude palette. I really, really like this. I like the formula of it. I love the color story in this palette. I think it's beautiful and it's been a go-to. I was really liking a cream blush, and I would say a standout cream blush favorite would be the Flower Beauty Blush Balms. And Bubbly is such a cute, unique, really cool toned, kind of purpley pink. It's beautiful. I love this formula. It is easy to blend. It's long wearing. It's great by itself, but you can also layer it. Just such a good cream blush. And I'm very picky about cream blushes. If you haven't tried these, they are good. For lips, I love Rose Velvet. It's just such a good rosy shade. Great formula, really comfortable. Just a classic. I mean, it's just one of those like comfortable, you put it on your lips, it just feels good, it's comfortable, it wears off evenly and just in a low maintenance way. It's just a good classic lipstick, so I love this. The Ofra liquid highlighters are amazing. They sent these to me, just so you know. Oh my goodness, they're all gorgeous. I love the formula of them. I love them as a cheek highlight. They're pretty mixed with your foundation. They're just beautiful. Really a forgiving, gorgeous formula on the skin. I'm very impressed with them. Ooh, y'all, I just had a whole situation with this eye. I was in the middle of filming and then suddenly I felt like there was something in my eye. Quickly took out my contact and sure enough, there was an eyelash on there. So my eye's now all red and watery, but don't mind that. We're gonna carry on. So I have a makeup-y favorite to mention to you. This is nothing new. I have used this product, both these products, so many times in YouTube videos, in Amazon Live videos, I'm sure in Reels. They're not new favorites for sure for me, but sometimes I like to re-mention those things so that they're not forgotten. And then also, as I'm kind of trying out different makeup and I come back to favorites, I kind of realize how much I truly love certain products, and these are some products that I just love. I do have a slightly different application technique with this, but it's nothing profound. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in the Brightener shade. This is a beautiful pinky toned color corrector concealer kind of situation. And then this is the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. So let's talk about this one first. So normally I've applied this with a brush, and I don't really know why, but I just usually with my concealer start out using a brush and then I would, you know, use my finger later. But this, lately I have been applying this with my finger and really, really liking that because I kind of like the warmth of my fingertip that kind of warms up the product and really presses it into the skin so it doesn't sit on top of the skin. So I've really been liking that. So I start with this one, and then the Maybelline Fit Me has just a beautiful texture. So this is great under the eyes. It's beautiful on the rest of the face. It's just a really good, versatile concealer. Great one to throw in your purse because it's a multi-use concealer. It even has good enough coverage that you can kind of use it as almost like a spot foundation or something. I mean, technically you could apply it all over your face, I bet. It's just good. So affordable, great texture to it. Both of these have such a good, forgiving texture on the skin. I think they just look pretty on the skin. And yeah, they're like my go-to favorite under eye combo. But this one, again, works really well on the face as well. They're just good. They're just so good. A skincare favorite, I was trying to remember, have I mentioned this to y'all before? Sometimes I just forget what I've told you and what I haven't, but I'm still using it. You can see how much I've used. This is so good. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula with Vitamin E Skin Therapy Oil. And I honestly, let's see, it says skin restorative oils along with natural cocoa butter, retinol, and vitamin C deliver multi-purpose anti-aging skin benefits. Y'all know I love a quick skincare product. I'm very, very consistent with always washing my face at night and always applying some kind of skincare product. But I'm not into a big 10-minute routine. I want to do something quick that's still going to be good for my skin, but I just don't want, I'm ready to go to bed. You know what I mean? I don't want a big whole long ordeal regimen. So I love the Josie Maran Argan Oil for that reason. It's just like a quick one step, does really good things for the skin kind of product. And I feel like this is kind of the same sort of scenario, but so affordable. I think regular price is around $10, but sometimes it goes on sale for $6 or $7. It's just amazing. So if you're looking for a really good, super affordable skincare product that kind of does a lot of different things, very hydrating to the skin, this one right here. This has definitely been a favorite of mine for a while now. I just couldn't remember if I had told you guys about it. So I love it, yeah. A hair care favorite, this really surprised me. I got this in a BoxyCharm box, so BoxyCharm did send this to me. This is the Christophe Robin Paris Instant Volumizing Leave-In Mist. It says uplifted roots and fuller lengths, and it says with rose water. Fine and flat hair. That's me. I usually don't like rose scented products, but this is not super overpowering. It does definitely smell like rose for sure, especially as I'm smelling it here, for sure it smells like rose. But once I have it on my hair, I really can't smell it. Like as I'm kind of doing this, I can't smell it in my hair. So once I kind of spray it, like I'm sure if somebody smelled my hair, they could smell it, but I really don't notice it. So scent doesn't bother me at all, but I do feel like this does help with kind of some volume and texture to my hair. So I've used it different ways. It says that you can use it on your hair damp or when it's dry, and I've used it in both ways. Let's see. Helps your hair feel thicker and more full of volume. Gives a little natural hold. Makes your hair quicker and easier to style. Yeah, so I've used this before I blow dry my hair. That's how I use it most often. That's what I did today. But then also I've used it after I blow dried my hair and right before I style it, either with a waver or curling iron or whatever. I mostly use this when I wave my hair like this, kind of my quick, fast, easy hair. I've been using this and I just like that it gives a little volume, gives a little texture, a little something to my hair. And my hair is very fine, very flat, very straight, so I need a little something. I need a little something help, you know what I mean? So this gives me a little something, texture, help, a little bit of volume. It's good stuff. And then a fashion favorite, I would say this is kind of just a generic sort of fashion favorite, but I've been really enjoying wide leg jeans, mom jeans, dad jeans from Pink Coconut Boutique. I've mentioned them before. I purchased multiple things from them for several years now. I guess a couple of years now. And I have gotten some really cute wide leg dad jean kind of jeans from them. And I really, really like them. So I will try to look up the names of the ones that I have purchased and list them down below for you so that you know the names. They have an app. I do have a referral code, so if you've never purchased them from them before, I have a referral code that you can use. It's an affiliate code. Like I think I get like credit or something back for it. But yeah, they are super cute jeans. They have like, you know, a little bit of distressing to them. Kind of depends on the pair. And yeah, they're just cute. I like them. And then I have still been reading a ton. I am such a bookworm now, y'all. I love reading. It just is so relaxing. You're carried away to a different, you know, time or place, and you get to know these characters, and it's so relaxing, and I am just loving reading. So have some standout book favorites and kind of several different genres and different types of books to mention to you. So I can't remember the last time I've ever read a sci-fi book. If I have, I can't remember, but I heard great things about this. This is by Andy Weir. This is Project Hail Mary. And what I'd heard about this book is that it was kind of exciting, kept you guessing, funny, and heartwarming. And after I read it, totally. And I don't want to give away the storyline, but if you read it, you will totally understand like what that means, because I would love if this were made into a movie. Oh my goodness. So the premise of it is, this man wakes up and he is in space on a ship, and his crew, they're not alive. He's the only one left alive, and he's got to figure out what's going on. Like, what's going on? The back tells you, or the synopsis tells you more than that, but I think books are sometimes more fun if you know less about them. You know what I mean? So then less is spoiled for you. So that's all I'm going to mention. If you want to know more, you can look up kind of the synopsis of this book. But yeah, I laughed out loud multiple times reading this book. And it was really clean too. Like I think there was very, very little cussing in it. So I liked that about it. And it was just cute, funny, and very heartwarming. So I loved this. And then, oh my goodness, if you love mysteries, you've got to read Finlay Donovan is Killing It. This is such a good book. It is, I would describe it as like I think it's technically a cozy mystery. And the premise of it is she's an author and she's kind of down on her luck. She's going through a hard time. She's recently divorced. She's having some financial struggles, and she's meeting with her, I can't remember if it's her editor or her publicist, but I think it's her editor, just like her agent basically, at a restaurant, and they are discussing her next book. And a woman next to her overhears their conversation and thinks it's reality and that she is a hit woman. And so she basically writes her a note to try to hire her. And the story kind of develops from there. So that's, again, all I'm going to tell you. But this storyline totally kept me guessing. It made me laugh out loud multiple times. Again, very minimal cussing, no spice in it. It's just, oh my goodness, it's such a cute book. I loved this. There's a second one out. I haven't read that one yet, but this one, definitely one of my favorite books I've read so far. Loved it. And then The Simple Wild and Wild at Heart. There is a third book and then a fourth book, but the fourth book covers a different character. These were so sweet. So these are romance. There is, I always like to tell you this because this is information I like to know about a book. There is some cussing in this and there is some spice, but it's kind of a slow burn. So it's not throughout the book, especially in this one. It's a little bit more in this one, but it's relatively tame as far as romance novels go, but it does have some spice in it, just so you know. So The Simple Wild, I had heard that this one was just like a sweet, oh my goodness, touch your heart sort of story, and it is. How much can I tell you about this? So this girl, she ends up going on a trip to Alaska to see her dad. He is sick and she hasn't seen him in years. So she's just going to basically kind of almost re-meet him and spend a little bit of time with him. So that's kind of the premise of the story. But then she meets a boy there and it's kind of that grumpy sunshine sort of trope. And it's so sweet. So that's the first book, and I don't want to tell you about the second one because, you know, especially if there's a continuing storyline, I don't like to read the synopsis of the following books until I've finished that one. You know what I mean? So I'll just tell you about that one. Really liked it. So sweet. I love her writing. This is K.A. Tucker. Really liked her writing. I flew through these. Very easy to read. Actually, and Finlay Donovan too. The Project Hail Mary has more kind of sciencey things in it, so I had to, like, talking about different elements and things like that, so I had to kind of concentrate a little bit more on certain parts of that, but still loved it. But these, so easy to read, so fun. Okay guys, those are all my favorites, so hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please do a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you've been loving this month, either makeup, skincare, hair care, fashion, book favorites, whatever. I would love to hear some of your favorites. Let me know those down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video.